saving, investing,
money. And I have this class been fun. A little bit,
Yes.
I'm gonna laugh a little bit, have a good time. All right. So really, what this is for is to make sure that we can explain to others why learning about money is important. Because sometimes we don't know when we need to start talking about money, right? We got access to Cash App and all these different things. So what would you say, in your world, how is money discussed right now? Like, what are some of the things that's tied to money?
How you budget your money and how you save your money and how you can invest it from and share with other companies.
So tell me more about the investing part. It seems like you know about just the investing in companies. What would you say, or what's some of the recommendations that you would say?
When you have like a share of a company, like if you have to share the company, if the company do well, then your money do well. If the company do bad, then your money do bad.
So you pretty much, you could probably go on CNBC right now talking about the performance of companies and how that correlates to stock price. So let's hear from the young ladies as well. Tell us some of the things about money that you've been able to learn in this classroom. Tell me just what's been exciting about this whole language of money.
I know if you pay your bills and stuff on time,
Right.
you get like your credit, your
Yeah.
credit score, it goes up. But if you pay like late, it's gonna go down.
Right.
You're not gonna be trustworthy if you try to go get a loan, and you just gotta pay stuff on time.
You just said probably one of the biggest life lessons, and when it pertains to managing your money. One, whenever you have bills, you want to pay them, but also pay them on time, because that impacts our ability to be able to ask someone else for money. And you probably mentioned the most important term is we got to see if they can trust us or not. So if I'm like, hey, let me borrow $20 for next week, you're gonna ask me some questions to see like, all right, I don't know if I can trust this brother or not. So that's a really good response. What would you add to what's been said this morning?
I know, like, the higher your credit score, the more interest you have to pay, and like the budgeting, like you can put some aside for your needs, and
That's good. And I think so when you think about the word interest, right? So if somebody says, all right, you got to pay me interest, what does that mean to you? You got to pay them money. You got to pay them more money. So if you got a high credit score, does that mean you are less trustworthy or more trustworthy?
more trustworthy.
All right. So if we got a high credit score, we're more trustworthy. Are they going to have a high interest rate or a low interest
And
rate?
low interest rate.
So be a lower interest rate. But you're right in regards of just knowing that your credit score impacts your interest rate, right? And so the higher the credit score, the lower the interest rate, which means that, all right, you're probably someone I can trust. So all those three things, when it pertains to savings, when it pertains to investing, when it pertains to credit, y'all are all rock stars already. It is fantastic that we've been able to come into the classroom and work with you, right? But also learn from you as well, because I think everyone here at this table, you are all, 13, 14?
No, I'm
12, all 12 years old. And I believe everyone here also has Cash App too.
Oh, and then if you have when you have get a loan, you're not supposed to pay like over it or like the exact like 30% like less, I think.
Oh, you're talking about the credit utilization. That's right. So whenever you do have a loan, it is important that whenever they review the loan, right, in regards of your payment status, you want to make sure that you don't have more than 30% of the money that's already spent. So that's exactly right. You about to add to it?
I would go say
Say credit you, and that's a big deal, because there's a lot of adults that don't know this information, right? And so the fact that you guys are all in this world of money already, right? Because who in here plays Roblox or any games like that, right? And you got to buy these things and skin. So you're already in this digital money space, right? So this information on budgeting, and if you need to ask somebody for some money, to let them know that you're trustworthy, based off of your history. And then when it pertains to being able to invest, we know that that's tied to a company, right? So all rock stars, great job. Out of order. Y'all want to say something to the camera? Tell them something. Yeah. Give them a little flex, a little peace sign, something like that. There it is. All right.
You're so shy.
Y'all so fun.